moment of life now. Now. And instead of getting all tied up in what is being created and trying to manipulate the equipment, to just rest in the absolute magnificent, ever-present something that is ever available because it is always there. Everything else comes and goes. Bartholomew again. Whatever comes and goes cannot be the eternal Tao. It cannot be that. Which means that it comes and goes. Which means that it comes and goes. But again, you don't wake up in the morning and ask yourself, well, am I still here? Am I the same person that I went to bed last night? Of course you don't. There's a knowing of the continuity of all of this. There's a knowing of the magnificence of some oneness that keeps just moving seemingly outside itself, but actually has the availability of that steady, ongoing presence of the now. The creative principle itself is alive and well every moment of everyone's life. And you say, I don't like what's being created. And I say, fine, go ahead and try and fix it. But how about this? Instead of trying to stop all of that, just allow yourself to try to fix it. Go ahead. But while you are in motion trying to fix it, find the place that never moves. It is the most magnificent gift of all, that in the middle of all of this motion, mental motion, physical motion, all of it, this still, silent, inexplicable something is always available. It isn't a choice. Bartholomew's wonderful words. Being a human body is magnificent. You don't have to choose peace over chaos. You could have total chaos, and in the middle of that chaos, have absolute peace. Absolute peace. If you redefine your definition of peace. If peace means the whole world is calm, everything is in order, well, sit around and wait for that, guys. But, I don't think I've got enough time for that kind of thing. So what's left? What's left is it here now or is it not? Is it really here or isn't it? And this brings us to, I think, one of the greatest difficulties of all, which is, in my experience, a lot of people are afraid to take that big risk. They are afraid to take their hands off fiddling with their life and kind of trust that it's going to keep on going and allow themselves to just rest back in the ever-present, spacious, present that's always present. They're afraid. They're afraid to let go, because if they let go of the doing of it, then it's going to go wrong. That it's not going to follow what they want. So here's the risk. Can you let go? People ask me this all the time. What does it mean to let go? Well, in my world, what it means to let go is to trust that the motions of this body and this body-mind and the very world itself, that somehow, I've noticed, it continues to go on, even if there is a focus deeply, deeply expanded in something unspeakably, silently present. It's not a choice, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have to choose. It's just there. Is it worth the risk? Well, of course, I would say yes. But if you are truly addicted to having your life look a certain way, then I suppose you will just continue to try and fiddle with it. But, that's really tiring. That's really tiring. And in the end, what peace is about for this body-mind has to do with deep, clear relaxation. Deep, clear relaxation. And from that relaxed, vast point, instantly attained. Bartholomew, gives us endless things. He makes it so simple, just think about him. Well, if you want to think about Bartholomew as an entity, go right ahead. Not a problem. That's your creation. If you feel closer to it through that creation, so be it. So be it. It doesn't matter. The fact remains, we cannot get out of this silent thing that we all are. We can't. So it's not a matter of how to get there. It's a matter of realizing that we not only are there, that we are that. And there isn't any to and fro coming and going. Even the seemingly going away from it is absolutely the same as being still and silent in it. It sounds so contradictory, but in truth, I'm preaching to the choir for many of you, because many of you already know this. I'm just saying that if there's still a wavering in our consciousness about what to do, it's just give this a try. Just, and here comes the terrible word, trust. Trust. Trust what? Well, my answer is trust whatever's happening, because it's going to happen. Just trust whatever's happening, because it's going to happen. And in some way, knowing that the totality of this creation is the creative principle itself, alive, seemingly streaming through a particular body-mind, but all the time totally aware that it is not the body-mind. Consciousness is not confused. Consciousness knows. So, as consciousness, which you absolutely are, you know. So, speak the truth. Speak the truth to yourself, is how I hear it say it. Speak the truth to yourself. When the lies come up, I'm a limited human being, I can suffer. Yes, you can suffer, but you can either suffer with the knowing that it is the creative principle itself, and deeply buried in the acknowledgement of the pain and the absolute experiencing of that pain, there comes the peace. To allow yourself to experience the pain, the anger, the resentment, the judgment, the I wish it were different, to really allow that to be experienced full on, that brings the peace. The very thing you would try to get away from. The very thing we try to find tools to move around in. But how magnificent is this? It means that every moment, no matter what is happening, that is the beloved in motion.